Good morning, guys. Well, maybe I should turn some light. Alright. Hi, guys. Good morning. So, it's Tuesday. It's time for another live drawing session. So, yeah. I made this this painting yesterday. Also, like I normally do it just with Procreate. It was super fun. I'm a little bit sad that I didn't record the process, but yeah, I don't know. I like to try out different stuff every once in a while, and sometimes it works out, and sometimes it don't. I think this one worked out pretty well. But with all that said, I think we should just jump into it. I'm actually running a little bit late today, so I'd rather just get started. Yeah, so I'm just gonna make a new canvas here. I'm just gonna do it 4K, and yeah, also just gonna check if everything is going all right here. Just bear with me a second. Alright, and for background color, maybe we should do a bluish today, kind of a desaturated blue, almost gray, something like that. Could be pretty sweet. And else, yeah, I think, yeah, no more talking. Let's get started. Maybe I should just write 1 minute up in the corner real fast, just to make sure I don't forget. And maybe also switch my brush to a little bit more friendly, Lifedrawing friendly brush size. Okay, got a little bit messy. That's alright. Okay, let's do this. So 5 times 1 minute. Oh yeah, and it's a man we're drawing today. So I don't know. I think I haven't drawn any men so far on this channel. I do it though. I try and draw both kind of consistently. But with that said, I must admit I do prefer a little bit drawing women. I think maybe it's because I'm a man, but I find a lot of women also prefer drawing women's, and I think, I don't know, women just got more interesting shapes somehow. They have a little bit. Men tend to be a little bit more angular. I don't know. I think it might be just a preference thing, but I also think women are just more aesthetically beautiful. But but with that said, there's also really beautiful men. It's not that at all. It's alright. It's 1 minute down. Oh, he's actually really cool. I know I did manage to get in the hammer, but he's actually wielding a big mullet, which is super nice. Kinda like when the models are using props or something that's giving the poses some kind of story to them, or I organize my own live drawing session on Wednesdays here in Guildford. I try to employ a lot of actors as well. I think actors are so interesting to draw. I think, just it's expressive poses. I think that's really. Oh man, I messed up that foot a little bit. So yeah, no, I think it's really important to not only also make sure you draw men, but also draw every body shape, every kind of ethnicity, and I think if you kind of limit yourself and only draw the same kind of models. I went a place where they only had like young girls. I would also say the place was really close to a ballet school, and a lot of those ballerinas was coming, but I don't know, the place was a little bit fishy. Like, it was mainly just old guys meeting up, drawing, live drawing, and it was a really good class, and the models was brilliant. I absolutely loved coming there, and I mean, even though I made them sound a little bit pervy, they were actually really nice guys, and I don't think they were pervy as such. They were just, I don't know. I'm not saying my story very well. I'm also not drawing very well, but I'm gonna finish it anyway. So, but all the models, they really felt the same. It was really like, you just get into a pattern of drawing these young fit bodies, and then me going to a different live drawing place, and all of a sudden there was a old woman with a little bit extra here and there, and I was just absolutely failing the whole way through, really not able to capture the character. Capture was in front of me. I was just so tainted by drawing the same kind of model for this drawing got really wavy. So I guess the moral of the story is, make sure that you vary it up, challenge yourself. So that was it for the 1 minute here. That was super fun. Gonna quickly switch over to the 2 minutes. Oh, maybe I just pause it for a second. Okay, 2 minutes, and hide this layer and a new layer. Stretch and have a sip of coffee. Alright, let's go for it. man, my lines are super wavy this morning. It's a bit I mean, it's fine. I kind of like it. It's fine, but I think it's maybe because I went for a run just a little bit ago. Might be still the adrenaline just kicking around in my body. It's kind of nice. It's super loose, not very precise, so I think we switched poses, just trying to fix this a little bit. I think I need to move on. Alright. So it's kind of hard drawing men and drawing women. I think you need to apply a little bit different. Like, you cannot draw the men as voluptuous as the women. You can see I kind of am struggling a little bit with it. You need to do it a little bit more angular to really capture that can be a little bit hard. As I said, I don't know. It's good to be aware of it. You kind of just need to kind of think in different ways. Okay, new pose here. Last drawing got a little bit bottom heavy. So generally I find it harder drawing like muscular people, just for the reason there's more division in the shapes, and it just kind of makes you aware of all your mistakes constantly, which is fine. I mean, it's okay when you got the time, and it can also be a huge benefit that you can really quickly see if everything is in the right place, because all the shapes are so divided into muscles all over the place. So it's both good and bad. It's hard for the quick ones here. You can of course like do some tricks, learn how to draw some basic anatomy looking stuff, but I knew this guy who was really good with anatomy. He would make all the models he drew, no matter their body shape, he would make them look like bodybuilders. It's kind of funny, a little bit embarrassing when the model saw the drawings and was like, "Huh, is that me?" But yeah, so I think, yeah, definitely get to know your anatomy. I think everything you can get to learn about the subject that you are drawing is just super important. And I think definitely anatomy is really important, but I don't know if it's the most important. I think if you have to choose between capture the spirit of the model or capture the anatomy of the model, I mean, it's probably a tie, and it probably depends on what kind of model it is. If it's a super interesting model, I would probably go for trying to capture more the spirit rather than, well, if it's a super fit model with muscles everywhere, but maybe not that expressive, might, I don't know if that makes any sense, but I think there can be a little bit tendency, especially in my industry, the movie and the game industry, to kind of just focus on anatomy, and it's all about anatomy. I mean, it is important, but yeah, I don't know. I guess it's also just a matter of preference. I think, as I probably said before, as long as you are just having fun, you are doing it right. So there's like, you could say there's no right way and no wrong ways, but I think generally, yeah, if you're not having fun with what you're doing, I would maybe argue that you are doing it wrong. Okay, so now I think I'm just gonna pause the time. I'm actually gonna hide the 5 minutes here and just take as much time as I feel, even though I really need to go to work. But yeah, let me just do this last drawing. So I'm just gonna kind of plug in it's nice here's kind of fit, so you can kind of see where the rib cage goes in around here, and then the shoulder comes down here, and you got the arm coming down here, and then the lower arm. So kind of trying to plug in the shapes here, get all the proportions kind of right. It's a little bit a difficult pose. I find these poses that are really curled up and locked in to always be really difficult. I quite like having long lines. So I think standing is kind of my favorite. I don't really mind poses with a lot of foreshortening in either. It's mostly stuff like this, where you have the arm here, and you have the leg here, you got the top of the thigh here, and then you got the back here. I find that being, I don't know, poses like that can be really, really hard. You just have so many lines that are stacking on top of each other. Okay, let me do a little bit of shading here. So the thing is, shading can really help you just kind of divide up those shapes and forms, so it kind of makes sense. It's not only just think I do have some kind of proportion error in here, which I'm not really gonna bother with fixing. I think his butt is a little bit up here. Maybe it goes a little bit rounded here, but I'm fine with it. It's okay. I'm just gonna go with it. So putting in a bit of white, and I think the white can be tricky. Sometimes it can really make your drawing look amazing, but I don't know, I also find sometimes the way that people are using it, it can look absolutely horrific. I don't know. I think I got a love-hate relationship with the white brush. Yeah, but you can try and look out for how other people are using it, and yeah, I think I didn't. I think maybe I'm gonna go in and do a quick color layer on this. Just gonna take underneath here. Pick a color, maybe something like this, a little bit reddish, a little bit desaturated over in the light side. Okay, let's try this. So, and I'm just plugging in the outline here. It's a trick that I came up with one day. I'm gonna patent it one of these days. So after I did the initial color layer, I like to just go back to the outline layer and then just draw on top of that. It just kind of allows me to clean up rather than be a slave to the outline and the highlights that I did earlier. But I can kind of color pick on those guys, and kind of fix it up a bit. Like here it got really messy. I can just kind of clean. I also really like going in with the red and just kind of over exaggerate a little bit, like at the hands and the elbows and the feet and the knees and the shoulders, just kind of all those what do you call it, joints where I just kind of exaggerate the red a little bit there. Alright, I think also I need to stop this soon, so just gonna do a contact shadow, which I always find it helps a lot, just kind of grounding the model on the surface and create like a, what do you call it, a negative space here. I think that's really important. And now I just realized I completely forgot his arm up here, but I'm just gonna leave that be on this drawing. Nobody really cares about that arm anyway. I think if I had a bit more time, I might go in with a blue rather and paint in the shadows a little bit blue, give them a bluish tint. Maybe also the hair, just to make it a bit more interesting. And now I'm actually doing it, even though I said I would only do it if I had a bit more time. But yeah, that would be a lot of things you could do more. You could also put in a little bit of white up here, just to kind of, I don't know, I guess that's also a preference thing, but I think that kind of enhances the pose a little bit. Yeah, there's a lot of things I could jump into if I had a bit more time, but I'm not gonna do it. Well, thank you so much for watching. I really enjoyed it. It was a great little live drawing session, and yeah, I'm really glad you are here. Feel free to like and follow and subscribe and do all that shaboom shebang, and I hope to see you another time. I think I never got to say that this was Croquis Cafe. Their videos that I'm using. This session was number 186, and please also go in and support those guys. They make amazing resources for artists. So, all right. With all that said, have a lovely Tuesday, and I'll be back again tomorrow. So hope to catch you again there. Okay, bye.